Hello everyone, I'm Xiansheng Math, and in this video and series of videos we're going to be doing an Ivy Global Math Practice ACT. Starts on page 32, the link will be in the description, and this is written by Ivy Global. Okay, first of all, go to page 32. Make sure you've read the instructions before you start this test. I'm not going to be writing the questions on the board. I'm just going to be going through them and explaining how to solve them and reading them too. Okay, first one. Danielle, Arthur, and Carlos are responsible for bringing marshmallows to a party. Danielle has 1 3/4 bags, Arthur has 4 2/3, and Carlos has 3 1/2. How many bags of marshmallows do they have in total? Okay, I look at those words and we want to see if they put all the bags together, how much do they have? So I'm going to need to add. So, number one, need to add 1 3/4 bags plus 4 2/3 plus 3 1/2. Okay, the fractions are different portions of a bag, so in order to be able to add those, I need a common denominator. And so if I counted by 4 and 3 and 2, so I count by 4, 4, 8, 12, 16, and so on. Count by 3, 3, 6, 9, 12. See, there's a common number. And I know if I count by 2s, I will also get to 12. So 12 is the least common multiple of 2, 3, and 4. So I'm going to use 12 as the common denominator because I can multiply each of these denominators by a factor and get 12. So let's see. I want to see how many 12ths each of these is. So what times 4 equals 12? 4 times 3 equals 12. So I multiply the numerator by 3 also, and I get 3/4 is equivalent to 9/12. What I'm really doing is multiplying by 1. 3 divided by 3 is 1, and any number times 1 is the same value. So here, what times 3 is 12? 3 times 4 is 12, so 2 times 4, and 2 times 4 is 8. And what times 2 is 12? 6. So I multiply the numerator by 6 also. Alright, so now we have a common denominator. We can add those fractions. 9 and 8 is 17, plus 6 is 23. So we have 23/12. And then 1 plus 3 is 4, plus 4 is 8. Okay, this is greater than 1. 12. 24/12 would be 2 wholes. So this is 1 less than that. So this is going to be 8 plus 1 whole, because 12/12 is 1 whole, and then there are 11/12 more. So 8 plus 1 11/12, or 9 11/12, and that answer is D. So number 1 is D. All right, number 2 says 14 boards cost $26. How many boards can be purchased for $6? Well, this is the idea here is proportional thinking. So let's see. I'm comparing boards to cost, and which one I put in the numerator denominator doesn't matter, but I'm writing this down so I do this consistently. So it says 14 boards cost $26, and it's asking me how many boards can I get for $6? Well, $6 is the cost. It must go in the denominator. I want to know how many, so I'm going to use a variable here, say x. This is a proportion, and in a proportion, the product of the means equals the product of the extremes. So 26 times x, or 26x, equals 14 times 6, which is 84. So 26 times x equals 84. To solve this, I use the inverse operation. I need to undo multiplying, so I divide by 26, and I must do the same thing on the other side to keep the balance in the equation. This is 1. 1 times x is x. And let's see, 26 times 3 is 78. And this is 6 more. So x is 3 and 3 wholes and 6/26. Well, I'm not going to be able to buy 6/26 of a board. I'm going to have some change. So I'll be able to buy 3 boards. And that is G. So the answer to 2 is G. Okay, number 3. Which of the following values is smallest? Should say least there. So let's look at those. So which is the least of these? A is 26/51. B is 1/2. C is 6/12. And then we have 3/8 and 51 hundredths. So B, C, D, E. And the fact that 1/2 is in here makes things easy. So I'm just going to compare everything to 1/2. Well, 6 is half of 12, so these two are equivalent. So if there's just one right answer, this can't be it. 26 is more than half of 51. 26 is half of 52. So this is greater than 1/2. So this is not the right answer. 50 is half of 100. This is more than half of 100, so can't be the right answer. And this answer makes sense. 3 is less than half of 8, so this number is less than 1/2. So D is the correct answer for 3. And number 4 says, in the standard XY coordinate plane, which of the following lines is parallel to the line defined by the equation 4y equals 8x plus 4? So we have the equation 4y equals 8x plus 4. And parallel, I want the line parallel to this, so it's going to have the same slope. And I'm going to write this in slope-intercept form. So to do that, I want y by itself. So I'm going to divide both sides by 4, and that's going to give me y equals 8x divided by 4 is 2x, and this is plus 1. So the coefficient of x is 2, so I know the slope, which is denoted by m normally, is 2. So I look at the choices, first one being the opposite of y equals x plus 3 over 2. And, well, I looked through them, and in this one, multiply both sides by -1. Now we'll have y equals that. So this here, what's the coefficient of x? What is x really being multiplied by? Well, x is being multiplied by -1/2. So the slope of this line is -1/2. And I look at the next one. What's x being multiplied by? It's being multiplied by -5/10, which is also -1/2. So it's not the first one, it's not the second one. Let's see, the third one, h, y equals 1 minus x all over 2. To consider this one, I need to put the x first. So remember the coefficient here is -1, so I need to keep that with the x. Here again, I see x is being multiplied by negative 1/2. So the slope again is negative 1/2. And then in j, I see y equals 2x plus 4. Okay, I see the coefficient of x is 2, so x is being multiplied by 2. Slope is 2. So I'm almost positive this is the right answer. I take a look at k. I see negative 1/2 times x. Slope's negative 1/2. So yes, J is the correct answer for 4. Okay, I'm going to stop here for this first video. Hope you learned from it. Please comment, like, subscribe. Thank you for watching. Xiansheng.